Hey. Alright, we are live, and this is an informal stream of the Tournament of Position Round 4 match between Dukit and Turnout8, and Wodar is joining me.
Yes.
And
Yes,
anyone
I am.
else who is watching, if you would like, feel free to join headquarters, and we can chat about the match together. So, I don't know, what do we have here? Duckett versus Turnout. This is, which part of the bracket is this? This is players who've
Mhm.
gone 1 win, 2 losses, right? And they're hoping to get one more win.
Yeah. Yes. However, sorry, I'm eating some bread right now. However, I believe these both these players will not move, no matter if they
Yeah,
win or
that's
lose.
correct. I mean, if you win this, you get 8th place in the tournament, and 8th place gets you a spot in copper, but Turnout is already in gold, and Duckett was in iron, but already won a match, which put him up to copper, so neither of them need the win here,
hmm
but finishing in the top 8 is still a pretty good achievement in this tournament, so
I can tell you that I am rooting for Duckett because I want to finish higher than Turnout8.
great. I don't know, let's see. I'm rooting for Turnout because I beat Turnout. So if he wins, it shows that he was a strong opponent and that I beat a strong opponent. So there we go. We're on opposite sides. I had to force it a little bit, but I think the drama's there.
Yeah. Two sides. Who will win in the
I could
end?
root for Duckett as well, though, just because it's good to
Was
root for the underdog and to root for someone from a lower division who's proving themselves here. Let's see. I hope we get a draft code
uh, I do not see Duckett in
in the
the
lobby.
don't see Duckett in lobby yet. So it might be a couple more minutes before they start. I see Tana doing some warm up matches with Banana
Yeah.
Conda.
Let's take a look at some stats. Wow, that is not the right window.
Pew
Streamlabs,
pew.
that's awful. Let's try this again. There we go. Did you see that? Yeah, it's set to be a window capture of Chrome, but for some
What did
reason it decided to capture itself instead.
that is
Yeah,
interesting.
so,
Huh.
hey Neo. Yes, hoping to see a bug within the first 10 seconds of every map. That's sort of what you'd expect. I mean, I played Turnout last week, and I'm a little bit burnt out, so I didn't do a ton of research, but all I knew going into it was that Turnout is known for doing whatever is closest to him in the time of chaos. So it was just sort of a set where it's like, yes, in the first 10 seconds, you have to pay attention to everything. And I think it's safe to say that's what Duckett has in store today as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very old school way of thinking where you can get away with a lot of things during the time of chaos. So you should, take
You
advantage of
can.
it.
I mean, I've been playing super tentative recently because, I don't know, there's scary opponents in this tournament. And I just kind of hate myself when I start
hmm
every game just like chasing after my seduction target and timer flirting. It's like, yeah, try to get away with something maybe. So I definitely approve of Turnout style.
what mhm. What stats
Uh,
are we looking at right now? Is
these are
this
Turnout
Turnout or Duckett?
stats for, I guess, every season. I mean, not Duckett. Duckett doesn't
Yeah.
have Old Courtyard 2 Panopticon, or at least I don't think so. Yeah, no, Duckett joined in season 4 actually. Seems to have had some challenger games. In fact, quite a lot of challenger games. Let's if this were a real cast, we would have looked up how well Duckett did in season 4 challenger. 3-2-3. Well, that's about as average as you can get, I
Adequate.
guess.
Yeah. I mean, like it's better than average, right?
I don't know. Well, it's 3 wins, 2 losses, 3 draws. It's a little better than average. Average would be if you had 3 of each.
Yeah, yeah. Presumably, like if you go equal number of wins as losses, that would be
Right.
average.
There's slightly more wins than losses. But either way.
Hopefully, yeah.
But Duckett did pretty well in Iron this season. I think second place finisher behind Coddy, only had a single loss all season, presumably to Coddy.
Jeez.
Nope, tied
Well,
Coddy. The loss was
yeah.
actually to
No?
Portal Freak 7-5 in week 1 of the season. It's hard to hold week 1 against someone.
Did Portal Freak just dream crushed Dukit in the
Yeah.
first day? Amazing.
I mean, especially at a lower level, players can improve a lot over a season, so
I do have to say, like, it's scary that, like, to get first or second place in, like, silver and below, you have to, like, never
yeah.
lose,
I mean,
right?
pretty much everyone at the top was lossless. Is that actually a true stat all the way across? So Silver, lossless at the top. Shep, lossless.
Yep,
Max has 1 loss in
yep.
Copper. So Copper was the one I think without a lossless at the top.
Right, because, like, Copper had quite a few dropouts, I believe, and that's what allowed uh people to get a loss,
Well,
right? How many people dropped
3
in
people.
Copper?
Well, Max has 1 loss
Only three?
to
Okay.
Calvin, and then Zero Doom also has 1
Mm-hmm.
loss uh, to Max, and then Iggy had 2 losses. Calvin only has 1 loss, but he's below Iggy because he drew 5 times. Oh, Duckett's joined
Dang.
lobby. I'm just gonna ask them to
Hey.
share the draft code with us. While we're
Yeah.
looking at completely irrelevant stats. But Coddy and Iron lossless, Send Beyond and Obsidian lossless, and
Yeah,
Legorv in Oak lossless. And the top 2 of Challenger, Jake and
of
Thabsies
course.
lossless. So the only division where the first place had a loss was Copper. In fact, even in Gold, you have lossless at the top, Platinum lossless, and Diamond
Mm-hmm.
lossless. Wow, I never realized that that was the stat. The only season where the first place has a loss is Copper. The only division, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a slightly more rare in Diamond. I know that Kaylee lost one, maybe 2 matches
He came
last
very
season.
close to losing some. He had a few ties, most notably the one with Track and
Yeah.
KCM. And by most notably, I mean those are the main 2. And then
Uh,
there was one against Magician, but that was at the end when he had first place already locked in. So let's see. We have picks and
mhm.
bans coming in. I mean,
Yep.
Turnout seems to have very consistent picks. Courtyard, the highest
29.
one. I mean, this season he's basically just chosen Courtyard, Ballroom, Taean, and Aquarium. And when I played him, I basically just decided I'm banning one of those 4, and he's picking the other 3, and that's exactly what he did. Yep.
That's what happened. Yeah. Sounds
From
about
Duckett,
right.
it's Iron. We're probably gonna see Terrace. And Duckett seems to
Really?
really. What do you mean, really?
Is like Terrace like a big
Yeah,
thing in Iron
yeah.
that I
Terrace
missed?
is like Iron's favorite map. Terrace is picked about 10 times throughout the season, like 10 games of Terrace in every other division, and Iron has like 100 games of Terrace. Everyone in
Huh.
Iron loves Terrace, and they've been picking it in every TOP match.
Good. Good for them.
And Challenger, of course. Challenger also picks Terrace.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my pick ban strategy versus Turnout, based on that one fact, was ban a map where he can get away with something during time of chaos and pick maps where he can't. So I think I chose Modern because it's like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? Chaos bug on Modern? um,
Yeah. Like honestly, like for myself, when I was doing all my TOP matches, I just went onto the web page, just found out what their most picked map was this season,
yeah,
and then
I mean
banned
that's a
that.
that's a good strategy. I mean, Yeah, that's a simple way. I like being a little more nuanced with it by, figuring out my opponent's exact strength and trying to counter pick it. I mean, you can only do that when they have a clear strength, like Turnout. If he's known for chaos, just pick the venue where chaos is the weakest. Anyway, Turnout has banned pub.
Okay.
Indeed. I don't know why. It's not really common. Actually, well,
it's a
no.
ban.
Actually, Duckett has an 86% sniper win rate on pub, even though he doesn't pick it very often.
Dang.
Duckett has banned Aquarium.
Wow.
No surprise, Duckett bans Aquarium or Tayen consistently, and Turnout
Mm-hmm.
picks Aquarium often. And now Turnout has picked Courtyard.
Yeah. We have Courtyard into Ballroom into TN.
Yes, that is Duckett with Ballroom. I mean, I don't think Duckett needed to pick Ballroom because Turnout would have picked it. It's one of his most common maps, and that's what Dowsey was just talking
Probably.
about. Using
Yeah.
the draft to your advantage, knowing what your opponent will pick. Turnout picks Ballroom very often, and you also banned the other map that he might pick over it, so he was definitely gonna pick Ballroom. You didn't need to. I guess if you wanted double, though.
True. But yeah, you might still want to double it, even if you knew that the town will be picking Ballroom. You still might want to play it 4 times instead of just 2 times. That I think is a good reason to pick it, even though you know the opponent was going to pick it later.
Yeah, I guess so. Duckett has pretty good ballroom stats, 75% sniper win rate. It's definitely above the ballroom average. And then the final maps, Turnout is... Oop, need to get ready to go in game. Turnout's final pick is Gallery, and then Duckett's is Terrace, of course.
Terrace. I do hope we get to Terrace. I want to see some Terrace games from these people.
It's really interesting seeing Terrace games. You don't see them a lot, but the fact is the Iron players are quite used to it, and generally if someone's picking Terrace, it's because they feel good about it. They have strategies in mind. I mean, Terrace can be really exciting because you go for like frame games and stuff like that.
Yeah. I won. I won an SCL match on Terrace after I removed Flirt, and that's about as much as I know about Terrace.
Well, Checker, I think, taught us everything we need to know about Terrace. For those who don't know,
Does Checker
Checker
pick
picked Terrace once, and he did it without Flirt, without contact, and I don't remember what third mission was off, but he won with like 3 hard tells. Yeah. Oh,
he
yeah.
won? Yeah? Awesome. That's a badge of honor.
But, yeah, I'm excited to get to Terrace. Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing else to say.
No, I could... Oh, I like these matches because, nothing, extremely... Nothing consequential is on the line. So both these players can just have fun with these matches.
Yeah.
Just play Spy Body how it's meant to be played. Casually.
We have 2 very, very standard maps at the start anyway, so we'll be getting a pretty good idea of what these players are like. And I'll be curious to see. I banned Courtyard against Turnout because I thought Time of Chaos could be tricky there, so I'm curious to see what he does with it. And here we are in game. Turnout first spy as Alice. Looked like some sort of weird problem entering conversation. Now let's see if Turnout goes for the Chaos bug here. It's not really Chaos anymore though. Oh, she had a drink in her hand, so we couldn't do it. But he's just gonna go for the bug as soon as possible anyway. Pretty sure it was right on screen. Didn't even take.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think they need to Twitch cancel that sip, and then they could have gotten that bug.
I mean, the ambassador was going to get pushed out. You kind of know that's going to happen, so...
Yeah, you have to be really, really quick. Alright, BB into floating. Not a bad
there's
pick.
the Amba returning, but we still can't get reverse drive-by there.
No, I think that's close enough for a bug.
Oh, I meant as the Amba was passing. Now it's definitely close enough for a bug, but I think
Yeah.
Turnout didn't feel he could get away with it.
did not want
For
to
those who are
go
just
for that
joining
one.
us, feel free to join
1 minute.
headquarters. This is an informal stream, so anyone can join and chat.
Yeah. Would be a sweet bug. You'd be going right through Owen's dress. The hand would have been
Yeah, I actually
pretty
think that could
hidden.
have been a good bug. Wow, Alice, spazzing out over that briefcase. So it looks like we're getting a fingerprint, so the plan is to give ourselves the option to do the soft tail finish. That was some interesting, very interesting returning. I feel like we went a little bit too far past the ambassador. You're supposed to stop kind of behind him, right?
Yeah. I'm no expert, so that looked fine to me. Like, as long as, like, you're not, like, directly behind them, because AIs almost never do it directly behind the ambassador, so it's, like, off a
Oh,
little
interesting.
bit.
I thought that directly behind was better. This
Yeah.
seemed too far off, but I have no idea, and no one's an expert, so...
I mean, it... the awkward thing about, like, briefcase return and briefcase shenanigans is that the worse it looks, the better it is, in a lot of ways. Depending on the sniper that you're
True.
playing against.
Look
The
at
more
Teal.
that they know, the
Teal
more
should
that they
be
know
low
about
light.
briefcase
Please
stuff.
low light Teal.
Ooh.
She like...
No, they're going to
Oh.
highlight Teal.
Actually, she's going to end up picking up the statue.
It was
Yeah.
a sick path. Yeah. I would have low lit Teal, though.
It's really hard to curve in front of people at statues like that. Wow, we did not spend a lot of time in that conversation. I mean, I think we're in an okay position. We just need
like
one
this.
more fingerprint. And because it's on a statue, you can sort of... The sniper gets confused. They see you go to the statue, and they watch and think, okay, I need to guard Alice in case she's swapping. But you're not swapping, and then they forget that it's for the fingerprint. Turnout waited a little, let the print cook for as long as possible, but that was like 10 seconds because we're in the beep beeps. But I just don't know. Oh, there's not going to be overtime, and I don't know if Ducket's going to take the shot. He doesn't seem like he's counting the fingerprint.
Yeah, if you're going to take the shot, you take it as soon as Turnout picks up that statue.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, not a bad soft tail finish.
Good. I mean, we don't really know what was distracting Ducket. Theoretically, a sniper, can count the fingerprints, but I mean, that's a question. What makes it so that a soft tail finish on Courtyard works? Is it just hoping that the sniper was distracted and didn't count your prints, or did Turnout have control over that?
Well, there's I think two philosophies. The first is to hope that they think that you're still an AI finishing, because in theory an AI could finish the soft tail missions. The other one would be just forgetting where all the fingerprints are.
Yeah, I mean, if you were
they did. I was gonna say Turnout wasn't highlight when they were doing that briefcase return, so maybe Dunkett just ignored Turnout for the first fingerprint.
Yeah, I mean, the second one, if you were suspicious of Alice at all, you would probably notice that fingerprint chase at the end, because she really, I mean, she went for it as soon as she could, but she kind of left conversation quickly to get to it. But either way, I mean, it's a good start for Turnout, just because it kind of showed that, hey, maybe you can just play soft tail games and Ducket won't shoot you. Wow, Ducket looked like he wanted a bug there. That could have been a cool reverse drive-by, but the ambassador left and we didn't quite get into the conversation quickly enough for it.
Mm-hmm. At least we're getting flirts now. I was wondering why they're just standing in a conversation that had nothing to do with.
It has a double agent.
One. Two.
This rotation feels like it's leaving the ambassador so unguarded. I guess there was no one there with him, but
no one was around the ambassador, so I was fine with it. Right. No reason to guard someone when there's no one that could possibly bug.
Yeah, that's true. It looked to me like a little bit of a slow rotation to get all the lowlights, but it works out. Now there's only 2 minutes left, and why did we leave the ST? We could have just timer flirted. It was about to expire. Hey, Renmilia.
I'm happy. He'll go. Yeah, we're getting fingerprints. We're getting inspects, and we'll just go back and flirt.
Yeah, I guess that
I
was
like
it.
this. You don't always have to time a float.
No, but I mean, I think the cooldown was literally expiring in like 5 seconds, but I guess we really wanted to make sure we got the print before anyone else did.
Yeah.
But even now we're not entering next to the seduction target again. They are available, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Ducket's being very, very careful with the flirt. I think that's a little too much respect. Like, you could have just entered back to Twin as soon as you left the statue. You would have been fine. And now my worry is that spacing it out like that could make us run out of time. Does that briefcase still have a print on it? And is Ducket asking the same question?
Even if it does, I think it's too late. Yeah, someone else picked it up. You gotta be fast on the draw to pick up those briefcases.
Yeah.
AI is like sniping from you.
Well,
all
that's
the
why
time.
I was saying it could be a problem that we went over to that empty conversation instead of getting the flirt right away. Now we're timer flirting, and that means we're going to have 30 seconds to get another print. I guess there wasn't one on this drink, though the Amba does have a drink. We basically need to hope that the Amba puts the briefcase down when he gets forced out, but he didn't, and now we're in trouble, and we could have really used that briefcase earlier, assuming it had a print on it. Oh, there it is, but you literally have to just go pick it up under the ambassador's feet and hope that you don't get shot. A timeout is not going to work. Neither, well, a swap? No, I don't think a swap's going to work. No chance. No chance. Shoot! Okay, wow. I mean, I know you had overtime, but still, that felt a little scary to me. Oh, Wodar says he has to BRB because of the dog.
Well, hello, folks. Ranmelia here. Just saw that this was happening and jumped in. How's it going,
It's
Dels?
going okay. Kind of tired, but Turnout is up 2-0 now. And I think, I mean, if you just had to ask me who was playing better so far, I would say Turnout. I don't think it's like, a fluke or anything. Turnout played a nice Softel game, and Ducket wasn't on top of it. And then Ducket's spy game, he just didn't really pace himself well. And I think it was the flirt. I mean, I don't know, Renmelia, what do you think? I thought we could have timer flirted the first time, and then the second flirt, or the last flirt, we could have, or the second flirt, we could have just gone back to the conversation immediately instead of waiting. And I think that's sort of what killed it for Ducket, because he didn't flirt efficiently.
Yeah. I'm pretty much in agreement with all of that. I also am pretty sure that the ambassador had taken a drink there, and we wound up refusing a drink that I think was a difficult fingerprint, and we could have requested it directly for a real fingerprint. So that was really interesting.
Yeah. I just got some insider information from Turnout saying that he was tunneling on Papa Danger that whole game.
Oh boy.
And because of that, he probably would have lost if not for the desperate swap at the end.
I mean, he didn't take the shot on his tunnel suspect, so credit to him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of how Courtyard works. Civs don't get shot because it's easy to tell if someone's finished or not.
Yes, Turnout.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Get stuff done.
It's Inspect. It's not going to be able to get that briefcase, but we have a fingerprint. I think we tried to bug the ambassador on the way in as well. Didn't take, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Missed it, unfortunately. Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be the same game that Turnout played the first time, theoretically. I mean, if he won with Softels, he might be able to win again. Fake contact into a split, though. The split's really obvious. It was right on screen. There's no way he's going to get low-lit for it, and in fact, he looks really suspicious. So, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, it was a fake into a split instead of a real into a split.
It was,
right?
but it was the conversation that was right in the middle of the sniper's view, and there was, like, nothing to really distract from the split.
If there had been an SDA in that conversation, I think we would be in a ton of trouble. I wonder if Turnout was watching the real double agent and knew that there was no SDA. That might have been a reason to do it. Otherwise, I'm not sure I'm a fan.
Maybe. There's the ambassador taking a drink, and look at that. Look at how Taft just stops. He starts leaving the conversation, and the Amba takes a drink, and he's like, never mind, I'm going to Windows. Oh, Ducket Dukit was so on top of that. It was the split, man, I'm telling you.
I mean, it was probably the going back to sessions for the
That
fingerprints.
too, if he was on top of that first one,
And
and
the
then this
split.
second. I mean, it was pretty obvious because it was like, I'm leaving conversation. Oh, there's a print. I'm swerving to windows, and oh, Toby just happens to come to me. Either way, that's got to feel good for Dukit going down 2-0 in the first ones, and this one he's so on top of everything.
Yeah, a bit of a visible redirect from calling Toby as well. Quickline pointing that out in chat. I think that may have been what was seen rather than Taft's own weird path, but I do really like the adjustment from Dukit to be on top of the fingerprints
Yeah,
there.
I mean, there were a lot of reasons to catch Taft that game. It was a respectable effort from Turnout, but I think probably a lot of snipers would have been all over it.
Right.
It's
Here
just
we
been
go.
fingerprint battle, right? Just back and forth, no one going for other hard tells except that desperation swap.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to see a lot when the spies respect the snipers too much.
Yeah, I mean, wow, look at this far flirt. There's a spot next to General. I don't know why we didn't take it. I mean, Dukit seemed very respectful of Turnout.
This is fine in my mind if they were going for a bug, where if the ambassador decided to go the other way, that's a great spot to get a behind the back
yeah,
bug.
that makes sense. That's definitely why he did it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a contact,
Yeah.
2 lowlights, let off. Now, though, there's really not much to stay here for. You don't really want a timer flare to 17%, right?
Yeah,
Well, we might be doing that anyway, though.
I mean, you're here, you just get it, and then you walk away.
Or you don't. General leaves, and now you're wondering what you're doing with your
Jeez.
life and where it all went wrong.
Surprised that we're still staying here. We see a lot of camera movement from Dukit, but not a lot of indication on what he's actually looking at.
I mean, to me,
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised at how much Duckett is fine with leaving like Toby off screen.
Oh no, get close enough for at
There was
least 33. What? Oh, well, okay, that was a green test, right? That helps. But oh no, wait, no, that doesn't help. We're at
Yeah.
65%. No!
65, the number you don't want to see.
Oh.
It's all right. What was
We
the
could
screen
have
again?
gotten it to at least 66 if we had just gotten a little bit closer, and Duckett is just being too respectful, too scared of turnout. Or it's the
yes!
swap play!
This is such a
It's
good
the
swap.
swap that we love to see!
Woo!
This is because it's really catching on, doing the swap when the Amba and Toby are on the other side and just punishing the bad rotation. And there we go. Now it's visible for a moment, but
Oh, I think yeah.
We see it, we know it. But who is there?
Yeah, I mean, you know you've lost
Sure.
if you've missed that swap. Turnout's going to be panicking now.
If Turnout's on top of this, he could start low-lying some people that are on his side with the ambassador and Toby.
Oh, we didn't hit the green. 95% flirt.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine. We have time to go finish it off. We're just going to do the inspects. Turnout literally just needs to take a risky shot. Turnout just needs to decide, look, the spy swapped, I have to shoot someone. No. I guess he's probably narrowed it down to his
Yeah, here we go.
highlights. He hasn't
Well,
realized that someone could have, yeah,
Yeah.
snuck in.
The assumption there of low-lighting is that you assume that the inspects also happened. So there's inspects and swap happen, so there's no reason for the AI to go. Sorry, for the spy to go back.
Right. So here's the thing: is if you realize that the swap was from someone sneaking in and doing it when you couldn't see, then you would know the spy does have to go finish the inspects because they wouldn't have stayed long enough to do it. And I think maybe if these swaps become more common, snipers might need to start thinking about that. Like, if you can trust yourself and say, hey, that hadn't swapped the last time I saw it, the swapper must be someone who snuck in, then you wouldn't need to lowlight teal there.
I mean, or you can just, make sure that you're still good with your rotations,
maybe just
right?
play better.
I mean,
So
no,
that's-
but Rotations is fundamental for
It
Courtyard.
is. My rotations are bad.
Right.
That's 2-2 coming out of
That is
Courtyard.
correct.
Is that
Turnout was up
correct?
2-0, and then Duckett took 2 in a row, and now it is even. And we're going into what is Duckett's pick, but it's a map that a venue that both of them pick relatively often. But Duckett's stats are way higher on Ballroom. 75% sniper win rate compared to Turnout's this season, which is 33%. And over all
How many
seasons, it's
games?
19%. So
Yeah.
theoretically, Duckett might have an advantage here, but Ballroom gives you more opportunities than most maps for your Time of Chaos. But Turnout's Time of Chaos choice here is a flirt. And we have the most obvious flirt pairing to see in the game. But luckily, Rocker was being a bit of a third wheel, so you don't notice two twins next to each other. There's a time ad.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I like how we entered the empty conversation. We were like, okay, it's an empty conversation. We can just wait here for a few seconds and then leave. What's that? Someone's joining me? Nope. Bye.
Interesting that we're going for a book here.
Yeah, the Ambassador is a little bit too safe. The Sniper would easily be able to see you do a microfilm there because they don't have to be watching the Ambo when there's, like, no one around him. So I think Turnout made the right decision not to go for it.
Well, we mentioned the stats, but the stats are a little bit fake in this case now that we're getting to the interdivision play. Duckett just was one of the two players who dominated Iron and won against all the people in Iron. And Turnout8 was more on the losing side of Gold. But as those are different divisions, it doesn't really give us an accurate indication of the skill level between them.
Did you just call fake stats?
Fake stats.
Fake stats. Yes, fake stats.
Anyway, Turnout seems to really, really like the fingerprints.
Yeah. When you grow up in a
oh my
world
god, that
where
was not a
fingerprints
bug,
didn't
but
exist.
that looked like a bug. I mean, we just walked right through the middle of the conversation there, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, it just goes to show that, you should not respect the Sniper when it comes to flirt pairing. Because you can get away with stuff like that.
Yeah, this party is really narrowed down.
Also, this was an unfortunate BB, yeah.
I mean, it looked like there were a decent number of people out of conversation, but even I didn't expect to see it narrow down to only 3 people. And because of that narrowing down, you could tell that the twins were next to each other. It's very visibly noticeable. So if we go back for another flirt, or even just center statues as one of only 3 possible spies, like, you could just shoot for this and trust that you have way higher than a 1 out of 3 chance of being right. Oh no, there's 4 suspects, my bad.
4 suspects. But it's still a good shot. Ooh. I wonder if Turnout's gonna get shot if he has 3 cycles. Nope, okay.
Almost certainly would, but luckily does hit the green test to avoid it there. Oh, and the other twin gets shot.
Oh well. Duckett had that party really narrowed down, but apparently still was not on top of it. And that's really surprising to not shoot the center statue visitor there.
If I was to guess, they probably thought that twin was the one that was flirting with the other twin. So when Turnout came into the conversation, and then the other twin started talking... Did that other twin
start talking immediately?
They took the shot. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
at least that's what I
saw. In that case...
Might have been slightly off. Yeah.
In that case, that's a pretty cool shot, though, because it shows that you're willing to shoot for even if the seduction target comes to the spy.
Yeah,
the other twin split after the banana bread. So that probably increased suspicion a bit. I think the twin did start talking right before we got to the circle, but from the sniper's view, with the back to the sniper cam, that's going to be difficult to tell.
Also, with some of these talking animation startups being pretty obscured.
I mean, I like...
Just because...
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was gonna say
No,
I
go ahead.
like the shot from Duckett even if it was wrong, because it sounds like he was shooting for suspicion over threat, because that twin apparently did a BB split and also seemingly started to talk as soon as we entered conversation. And I think those are really cool things to notice and be willing to shoot for rather than just shooting for like, oh, they went to center statues. So I respect the mindset behind it. It was just unfortunately not correct this time around.
Ooh, a little bit of a camera shake on that banana bread. I think that was probably not intentional.
It was a total fake, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll get a bug here.
Mm,
We'll get a
not
sick
with a
bug.
book.
No, no sick
We
bug.
could have. Book in the bugging hand, unfortunately. And the ambassador just leaves
Wow.
right away. But this book is not going back where it came from. And here's the test. Is Turnout on to the hardest of hardtails on Ballroom?
I mean,
Looks like not.
All right.
I would say that the hardest of hard toast is doing microfilm the other way. Of taking the microfilm out of the book is the hardest of hard
I
tells.
mean, the only good thing about that BB is that only a few people had real. We're not seeing highlights for real BB, but Turnout could probably remember them and might be focusing on them more than on
Yeah.
Smallman here.
Also, only like 2 lowlights came off of it.
Ooh, that bug!
Is that a bug? It is.
Yeah, the Amba kept walking along with us as we did it, and I don't think the arm was really visible at all. I think that's a really fantastic bug, and I think Duckett's probably feeling good after that BB not going the way he planned. Now he's gotten away with 2 hard tells, and I don't think he's very suspicious for them. But oh wait, 90 seconds left. We need to flirt. Duckett's probably just realizing it as well.
Yeah, we did cop the highlight there. The bug was suspected, at least, I believe.
Could also be a highlight for going to statues. And he was just like
Could.
slightly delayed.
I think in
running
any
out of
event,
time. Yeah.
there's no way we can go back to statues at this point, and it looks like flirt may be getting off the table
We're going
as
to
well
statues.
Here. Oh, so we are going
You
to
need
risk
to get
it.
that flirt before picking it up!
No, that,
I mean, it's fine. You can get the inspects anyway, but the flirt is going to be trouble. But here's the test, because if Turnout was suspicious of Duckett
Swap.
for the bug, this is when you would see the shot. And no shot means I think Duckett's in an okay position. I mean, if it wasn't for the flirt problems, he'd be doing great. He's going to go for a contact instead of a flirt, I think. I don't know. Do you think that's the right plan?
Oh, you wouldn't.
yeah,
Might be. I
at
think
this
you
point,
wouldn't shoot yet
Yeah.
because there's been no real contact for Smallman. Now
Yeah.
there is, and there's
I
no
mean,
shot.
you got away with the microfilm and the bug. There's not really necessarily a reason to shoot there unless you just suspected based on the statues and the BB.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. The sniper could have given them like assumed that flirt finished,
For sure.
and I think that's a safe assumption.
Right.
Most of the
Smallman
time.
was in combo for that
So-
BB. You can assume his flirt was finished. He had center statues, and then, you know...
Not
Sorry, I
center,
meant
side to
finished
side.
statues, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like we missed the bug and the microphone, and that's like the important bits.
Yeah, whatever happened, the microfilm was definitely clean. The bug was only vaguely suspected at worst, and a second banana bread in the last 20 seconds, as Quicklime saying in chat, could be coming off as a desperation tactic trying to frame somebody and making the sniper think nobody's done.
Yeah, plus the first one still throws the sniper off. I mean, we don't know for how long, but there could have been a period of time where Turnout was focusing on the real BB people more than others. So fake BBs definitely have quite a bit of strength.
Duckett bringing it back here with the spy wins. Dropping a couple of sniper games, but it doesn't matter if you can get your own spy wins through.
Yeah, I think this is...
Back to 3-3?
Yeah, 3-3. It's going to be a really close set. I guess if I had to describe it, I feel like what I'm seeing is a little bit of inconsistency, but when they're on, they're on. Like Duckett getting that swap on Courtyard, it's really, really powerful to get those, and it just shows really good awareness to be able to pull them off properly. And this bug here, again, it was just really really well done. So I wouldn't expect to kind of see this back and forth continue, where they'll have a really good spy game or a really good sniper game, and then maybe follow it up with something not as good, and we might keep seeing the scores go back and forth. Hi, Kaylee. Feel free to join headquarters if you would like. This is an informal cast. Anyone can join us.
So there it looks like we've AI controlled for almost like 20 or 30 seconds, down to 3 minutes already, and only now stepping in for our first flirt here. Wodar, what do you think about this? Is this sort of AI control idling frame something that works in gold that you would expect to work against Iron in this match here?
I'm always an advocate of just do your missions. Like if you want to idle and get someone else shot, you have to be very, very careful of how you do it and get into the mind of the sniper very quickly. Because if not, then you're just wasting time.
So that was a really interesting BB split. There were not a lot of lowlights available from that. In fact, I don't think anyone in the party has been lowlit. I think almost everyone was in conversation, but I do think that Dukit noticed Kane splitting. And unfortunately for Turnout, we were just saying that the twin in the last game probably got shot because he split and became suspicious. So I think if Dukit noticed that split, Turnout doesn't realize what sort of trouble he's in.
Yeah.
People told me about Turnout that he's going to right-click in the first 30 seconds, and that's not actually what we've seen in this set again. Very interesting.
There was the time ad on his previous Ballroom Spy game, and then on Courtyard, he tried to do a bug in the first 30 seconds, but he missed. But, side statues, that's definitely not what you expect from someone who makes aggressive spy plays. You'd think he would just do center statues there. But what I'm wondering is, when there's no lowlights from a banana bread like that, was there really no one out of conversation, or is it that he noticed the split from Kane, and I think that distracted him a little bit, but that could still be really bad for Turnout. Hey, Kaylee.
Yup.
It could also just be like you were not expecting the BB at that time. So you weren't able to get.
How long has this fingerprint been on this statue?
A little while. I think you got to shoot here. He's gonna. I mean, unless he can.
No, I mean on Courtyard, Dukit didn't shoot Turnout for the Softail finish. It seems to be a little bit of a weakness of Dukit's is the fingerprint.
Yes.
Ugly entry. Ugly entry.
It's fine. The pillow's blocking it. No one was paying attention. Here we go. Turnout.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been proven wrong. I thought that Dukit noticed that split, but it looks like he didn't, and that's another Softail finish from Turnout, and Turnout basically has every reason to believe that he can just keep getting away with these at this point until Dukit punishes them at some point.
Yeah, you got to be able to shoot for fingerprint and statues.
I mean, granted, that was a hard fingerprint to track.
Yeah.
Right. That fingerprint was there for like a long time.
I guess so, and the first print was from a drink at the start, so.
And that kind of thing is like the difference between really good and elite too. Like you got to know, like, okay, now I don't have to worry about that fingerprint. But if it's still there, you got to know about it. Otherwise, you lose games like this. And if you lose games like this, it's tough to beat someone like Turnout, because Turnout will, like, in an instant figure that out.
Turnout's really good at it. When I played Turnout last week, I was, like, scared, so I just did soft tells because I didn't want to do a hard tell, and he just kept shooting me on my fingerprint finish.
Yep.
I was quite impressed.
I mean, I know Turnout hasn't done, like, diamond level play from most people's perspective, but, like, he's really good at figuring out what the other player is thinking and how the other player is strategizing, and that makes him really good.
So we've started off with a time ad here. Doesn't look like it's really been noticed yet, even though it was white.
Oh, you get this fingerprint, though. If the Amba takes this drink. Nope, never mind. I lied. It's so annoying when the Amba rejects a drink. Feels so
The Amba
insulted
is
as
in
a
sort of a
spy.
dangerous position, though. Not super dangerous, but the sniper does have to watch every person who walks behind there, like that twin, like, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hate to see it. To continue my meme train from Modar from
Is you hate
yesterday.
to see it a meme?
I think it is, isn't it? I think it's you hate to
Is
see
it?
it.
That
Yeah.
kind of thing
I've
happen.
never heard of that one, but
I don't think that's true, Kaylee. I think
it
that's
is.
just a word in English.
Several words.
It's a little bit of a meme in fighting game casting.
well, either way, the ambassador's not moving,
Along
so
with-
he's just constantly in this bug. Like General just took a bug path.
Like, we should just do it. We should just do the bug here. Like,
Yeah,
if you could
it's
manage
a
a
good
wrong
bug.
arm version of it, do it. But, like, I think just do the bug. Like, he's been
Look at that,
desensitized
Queen
to it
could
at
have
this
just
point.
bugged as well. I mean, this entire party is
Yeah, like,
credited with
let's just
bug.
join the train. Like, yeah, what was he going to do? Highlight people who do that? Like, you can't do that. Just go do the bug.
Queen did bug. She just stuck her arm straight into the ambassador and then went to statues.
Smallman bug.
Swap is sneaky good here. If you can hit the green.
I don't like swap right here. Like the time, you're not going to end the game with a swap right now.
I mean, no, but you're going to go double agent right afterwards. And so if you can hit the green, it's not bad.
Sure, I mean, if you can hit the green, a lot of hotels become good.
Sure,
right?
but that's like a particularly good time to gamble on a green swap if you're going to do it.
I mean, I think we're in a pretty good position to win this just because I think the party has a decent number of suspects, whether it's the other highlights and also
Yeah, it
the
does.
people who could have bugged.
Gonna need that last mission somewhere, though. You could do a wrong arm here if you
I mean,
did
we
it
have
right.
a whole minute and a half to find a hard tell.
You'd have to time it.
Yeah, you'd have to walk into the... Well, now we can't do it because Sari's blocking us, but before Sari arrived, we could have walked into the convo a little bit and wrong-armed it. Ballroom is great for wrong-arm bugs. It's like the best map to do because you get so many opportunities. It's so
How do you feel
strong.
about like the most obvious fingerprint in the world, Kaylee?
Like, just go do, like, the left statue right after he puts it down, or what are you talking
No,
about?
you briefcase and then left statue.
You mean do... Oh, you're talking about the full cheese fingerprint. Now, that'll get him
Yeah.
shot. That'll get him shot against Turnout. Turnout's been winning using that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, I think you need to do a hard tell here. I know what I would do.
But I mean, like, I think
Oh, he's
Oh,
thinking.
here we go.
He's
Briefcase?
thinking as you do.
Well, no,
Briefcase?
someone's gonna get that briefcase first.
no. Yeah, you have to pick up the
Ooh.
briefcase first.
Yeah. See, the problem with that is that even if, like, he doesn't credit you for fingerprint for the statue, he's going to see the briefcase being picked and be like, "Oh yeah, that's the statue." It's like you're doing the mission at a time the sniper is likely to notice. Oh yeah, there is a fingerprint on that statue, isn't there? It's just not what you need.
Yeah.
Not what you need.
It's
5-3,
5-3,
I
yeah. And
think.
like I was saying, Turnout's really good at shooting for the soft tells. I think that was just a mistake from Duckett. Especially with a minute and a half with all your other
Yeah.
missions done, that gives you all the time in the world to pick a good spot for a hard tell, so I would have really liked to see that.
I'm noticing that this is kind of a general trend for a lot of the players who are strong but new, is that they don't take their 60% shots when they have them. You know what I mean? Like as spy, they like that bug opportunity was a 60% shot. That green swap opportunity I felt like was pretty close to a 60% kind of shot.
Yeah.
And they just back themselves in the corner looking for the perfect opportunity that's not going to happen. Like we put ourselves in bad positions with like 30 or 40 seconds to go where we got to do fingerprint cheese or something.
Yeah, totally. I agree with
I
that.
think it's really important to like ask yourself when you've got a reasonable opportunity, like when the Amba was in a super buggable position and everybody was taking the bug path. Just, am I going to get better than that? I mean, I might, but do I want to count on it?
Or Purloin at some point, hoping to get a green.
Yeah, Purloin is never. I mean, I'm not going to say it's never bad on Ballroom, but it's really strong.
Thank God we have the TN expert here.
Yeah, we got garbage Shoji for a turnout, unfortunately for him.
I think this is the second worst.
No, this is the
Shoji.
worst. This is the worst one.
Why is this the worst one?
Because it's a lot easier to see statues than it is to see microfilm animation behind the Shoji.
Okay. How would you feel about Turnout getting a book and then going to a statue part of the book?
And doing what? I mean, what's the
And
like?
buy a
I
microphone.
see the step 1 get book, step 2 go to statue pad with book, and then step 3 is question marks. But I don't see how you get from step 3.
I love
to
going to
profit.
statue
I don't
pads
see.
with books. I have done it twice in I think the past month or so, and it's always a very fulfilling experience. And I didn't get shot for it either time, so
There you go.
I mean, the only problem is like you have to do it twice, and that's why like microfilm is a pretty bad mission to do.
wait, do you mean doing the microfilm at the statue pad? I just meant like going to flirt.
Yeah.
I've gone to statue pads to flirt while holding a book. What were you talking about?
I was talking about doing taking the microfilm out of the book at the statue.
No,
pad.
that's so silly. Mine is way better.
So here's the galaxy brain: is you take the book over to the statue pad, you open it and start reading, and then just when the sniper's about to shoot you, you close the book and pick up the briefcase that was at your feet all along, and then you get low lit.
Do you want to know the real Galaxy Brain strategy for this shoji layout? You get out one color book, and then you just go put it in the other color bookcase real fast.
You just dare them to shoot you.
Yeah, I mean, it's the old, like, go for what's strong, or what the sniper thinks is strong, because that's where they're already safe, because that's not where they're looking, right? Like, especially in time of chaos, if the Amba's doing suspicious stuff, or if there are 3 people at statues, and just cheese it.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's always going to work.
That was like...
Yeah.
I thought we were going to go for it.
It's one of those
I thought we were
free
going to go for
tan
it while we
bugs.
were walking along the Ambassador, but then we did it at the back. That was really cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I think the time ad's reasonable. He was getting close to being in time trouble. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
But now, what are you going to do? Are you going to do the old center statues and hope he doesn't shoot you? Or no?
Yeah, totally.
Surely
Yeah,
not. Not with the
I
time.
don't think. Like you go with a bug, you're not going to get shot for going.
I
to
vote
that.
for shoji cover per line because that's the hot strats right now.
I
I
wouldn't
think.
want to do center
Yeah.
statues.
Okay. If a couple people go and reject the drink, then that's fine.
Oh, wait.
Like for instance, Smallman.
Here we go.
Like it.
Yeah, center statues.
Yeah, I mean it's just don't get shot.
Yeah, it's okay. He's not going to get
Doesn't
shot for
look
this.
like it.
Trust me.
I mean,
I
I
can
feel
see
like
the
what
future.
we've seen from Duckett before.
Yeah, okay. There's
This
the
set is
green.
that Duckett really doesn't like to just shoot for center statues. He always wants a reason, and he likes to shoot for suspicion more than for threat.
Yeah, you got to be able to take that shot. You got to be able to take that shot. I mean, I sympathize with it. Who more to sympathize with it than me? But you got to be able to. Like, I err on the side of just shoot the motherfucker. Well, I don't know if I can swear, but shoot the bad people.
This is my
Yeah!
channel. God, we are on my channel, not Spy Party fans, right?
That's why I didn't know
Yeah.
it was okay to swear.
Yeah.
I caught myself. I thought it was
it's
on.
okay. What do you mean you caught yourself?
I thought it was on my channel where
We are.
swears are allowed.
We're allowed to swear on my channel.
Good. Okay, good. Shoot the
Fuck
motherfuckers.
yes.
That's what I say.
But
And if they're the AI, you breathe out the AI that go to center statues through evolutionary pressure, and eventually the AIs don't go to center statue anymore. Yep.
That's how it works.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. That's the sense I'm getting. Duckett doesn't seem to like taking boring shots, which I'm defining as shots for threat rather than suspicion. And I think that makes Taeyeon a good pick against him, just based on this.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's
if that's
difficult,
true.
but again, Duckett missed the.
Well, yeah.
Right.
It's Taeyeon.
It's Taeyeon. You're gonna miss the bugs. You are going to miss the bug on Taeyeon. Like if like bug might occasionally fall into your lap on Taeyeon, but otherwise it's like flirt. You just gotta assume it's done, because it is. It's always done. They got a stupid bug in somewhere. It's just the way it is.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It is. It's the second cookie metaphor that's been used today. I used a cookie metaphor in my closing argument to the jury today. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I'll tell you about it later when we're not looking at Spy
definitely.
Party. Yeah. Because this
I
is a
think about
cast
doing
still,
nothing here.
ostensibly.
Yeah.
You don't do nothing. I mean, I guess you can do nothing on Taeyeon, but
I mean,
I don't think Turnout's
Not-
going to shoot. You know
Can
what
you
I
just
mean?
walk up to the Amba and bug
No,
him
I
right
mean, not
now
like-
and get away with it?
yeah. Totally.
You'd garner some suspicion for it, I think.
You can
he's
walk
gonna
away
turn,
when
yeah.
they're walking away and get the bug here. Get the bug! Get the bug!
It's hard. You would have had to leave in advance because you're pearls. But yeah, I agree with Wodar that you could have done a pretty sick bug there. Ooh, the purloin, eh?
Okay. Dukit redeemed themselves by going for a purloin right here.
Yeah, that was
Get
a
the
great
bug!
purloin time.
Get
It was
the bug!
Wodar, calm down. It's fine.
It's such a good bug opportunity.
Look, though, we're standing in the I couldn't have purloined spot.
Oh, Sick looks so suspicious right now.
Yeah. I mean, have they seen the purloin yet?
They will shortly, but like Sick looks so, like you got to think Sick did.
Not even
if you've
looking
been
for the
watching the
purloin.
chain.
Banana bread happening, like the twin just took a drink. The twin could look like he's the one who took it. I mean, I think Ducket's gonna win this for sure.
Yep. Yeah, I think the only enemy is the clock or doing something dumb at this point, or like flirting at statues before picking it up.
It's fine.
All right, we should be okay. We should be okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like, if no one's going to shoot for it, why not do it? Right?
Turnout could shoot for it, but I think Pearls was just so far away from that purloin.
I can tell you that if you just shoot the person who goes to center statues, orange just does. But if you shoot the person who goes to center statues between like 140 and 110 on Taean, you're right 40% of the time. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
That is correct.
Yep.
So we're 6-4 now, right?
And Turnout is
Yep.
the higher seed, so Turnout needs to get to 8, and Ducket needs to get to 9. I mean, that's a big win for Ducket. It keeps him in this. He's behind, but I wouldn't say he's out of it. We definitely don't have anything swingy coming up, though. We have Library, Gallery, and then Terrace. So,
Is anything riding on this
nope.
for Ducket? Yeah, copper,
Yeah.
copper promotion, right? Oh no, but he's already in copper because
yes,
he's in
and he
iron
already
as
got
it
one
is.
win
That's
against a
right.
higher seed.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, it's good to finish
Got
in the
it.
top 8.
Yep.
Ooh. I got some insider information. Turnout assumed that General was the real DA.
You
that's always fascinating.
going for fancy DA assumptions on Taean? I don't know how to feel about
Yeah.
that. I guess it's smart. I don't
It's a
know,
strategy.
Kaylee, you sniped 500 games of Taean. Did you ever try to figure out DAs and stuff?
I did, and it turns out it's actually pretty effective on Tan in the right situation. Like you have to have the right layout for it, but if you can detect a situation where it's good and take advantage, you can abuse it pretty badly. Same thing of Spy too, because if you know the sniper cares about that kind of thing, you can really twist them into a knot over it. I don't want to say too much because it might be relevant still. My remaining match, which will totally be decided on Tan. The great thing about that match in Tan is that, like, literally me and KCM both really hate Tan.
Oh my god, these time ads. But before that, I have a question.
Keep them going. Keep them going.
Did
One
the
more.
AI
One
bring
more.
us
Yeah, go
over
ahead.
to the green bookshelf and we sipped the drink there and then took control and left the shelf?
I have no idea. Yeah, I
mean,
thought
that
we were
could
going
have
to get
happened.
Lola too.
So,
So now you just like timer flirt, right? Let people accumulate suspicion. Yeah. Maybe look for like really, really delayed hard fingerprints. Just do things that take 8 years because you've done time at.
Wait for a purloin to be in a good spot.
Well, you like Purloin way too much, Wodar. You like, I mean, you're not Checker, but you like Purloin way too much. Like,
I
you
think it's
shouldn't
just
ever
because
Purloin on Library,
Oh god,
basically.
sorry.
That's not true,
Yeah, she's
but-
getting highlight for curving around the ambassador, and she walked through conversation to do it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a little liable path.
I think so
in my
as well.
opinion.
Yeah, I don't see why the spy would have done that.
But you know,
Oh
they're
god,
next to the
sorry, just
ambassador,
rejected a
and they do
drink. If
something
we
weird, so you
purloined
get
right,
highlight.
we would win. I don't think Turnout cares.
I don't know about that. It's
I
real
don't
easy
think
to
they
tell
saw
the
the
difference
reject.
between white and green on this map.
Yeah, you'd have to do it behind the pillar,
Mm-hmm.
which already is like suspicious.
Yeah, and doing pillar Purloin is already... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Purloin is weaker here than on basically any other map that's not
Because
courtyard.
it's easy to just get a snapshot of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so
Yeah,
easy to see the
that's
list.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Turnout really loves going to bookshelves and not taking books.
He lives a dangerous life.
If he truly lived
Oh,
a
come here,
dangerous
come here,
life, he would
Steve.
have purloined there.
No. OJ's been super idle. I don't like the fact that we haven't been at least doing something during this time. Like we should have been
finishing
getting
off floods.
difficult prints or doing flirts or something. Like we really haven't used our
Yeah.
extra time at all. Other
And
than
like,
just
what is
hiding.
this complicated relationship we have with the
Here
green
we go.
bookcase? Okay.
There we go. Now I'm happier.
Because the thing is,
Think about
Duckett
it.
has shown that he's probably not gonna shoot a sieve. Duckett has trended towards holding his shot, or not shooting until he's certain. So even with the extra time, I think Duckett is less likely to shoot a sieve than other people.
I think this strategy makes sense from Turnout. Like the slow play is working, so just make it even slower. Just like go so slow, like do like difficult fingerprints and stuff like that. I think it's
Yeah.
a good strategy.
Ooh,
Assuming we finish.
Yeah. There's another fingerprint at Green Bookcase. Well, it's difficult now.
Didn't
Yeah.
he get that one?
There's another one that it was
Oh.
just added.
I didn't see it.
Banana bread.
Banana bread. Yep.
Go get on the
Ooh,
lights.
yeah, if you make assumptions, you could get some severe lowlights here, but it's risky. Yeah, thinking about it, I think. Worried about whether... Oh, that's a free low light right there on sick. That
Yeah,
was
the
a
thing is, you
free
can't
low
get low light for idling after a time ad because the sniper knows the spy has time to idle. And wow, we're just cheesing this microfilm. That's such a risky play after
Yeah,
a
it
time
wasn't
ad.
seen. It's good laser awareness is what it is. I don't think the sniper knows where that book came from at all. And in fact,
look
I
at
think
him
he's
mocking
losing
it at
suspicion
the-
because he's saying, "Oh yeah, he's at that
I
bookcase
agree.
again. He's been at that bookcase already."
Yeah, I think this is actually really well played from Turnout.
Yeah, this is a clever spy game from Turnout.
We're running out of time, though.
Not really. I mean, we've got one more flirt, we got one more print, and then we can do bug or something.
Yeah, but like bug takes time.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we could also just side statue pawn swap or something. We could do center statues. Like, yeah, we should do it now if we're going to do it, probably.
Yeah,
But,
actually, since that's just right now, I
Yeah.
think we'll win. Like, go to the other side, not where the ambassador is.
You want to do a
Yeah,
center
I agree.
statue swap, not get the second print?
no, just do this fingerprint, but get center statues now, no matter what you do. I think.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it
We-
has a
You
fingerprint!
could- yeah. Oh, perfect. That's
Ooh!
and it's hard.
Nice. Is it a difficult fingerprint?
Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Come on, hit it. Hit it.
Let's see.
Are we three-cycling? We're swapping! Wait, wasn't there a
Swoop.
print? It's...
Oh!
Oh, it's hidden by mom. It's hidden by mom, I think.
That's okay.
Put it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Put it
Stand
down,
there.
put it down.
Wow.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. I Turnout didn't notice that the print was there.
Oh.
Praise
Swapping
pause.
instead of getting a fingerprint. Well, it worked.
They didn't know the fingerprint was there. The goal
Yeah, I guess
was
so.
to just swap.
4-cycle.
Yeah. I remember, like, as a spy, you only know that the fingerprint's there if, like, you are going through the missions and you see it. It doesn't tell you that you pick up a fingerprintable
Yeah, that's true. You just have to
statue
look at the
on
count.
picking up. Actually, am I lying?
Actually, wait, no.
The
Maybe
most
it does
Rodar
tell you, I don't
question
know.
ever.
Because can't you?
I mean, you can
fingerprint
cycle
while
through
you're
and see
picking
it.
it up. No, I mean, like, even if you're not cycling through, if you're just like in the animation of picking up, can't you fingerprint? Like, because you can't inspect.
No,
while
you have to
picking
wait
up,
until you have the
Well, in
statue
the
in,
animation
your
picking
hand to
up.
print.
right?
I believe that is true.
Yeah, so Turnout is on match
No,
point, just needs to
it's-
win one of the next 5
Ah.
games.
Right, yeah. Oh, okay. Opie knows what I'm thinking about. Yeah, so for books, if you
That was
just pick
totally
up
off screen.
Woo, 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 woo.
I don't know what Turnout was looking at. Like he was looking at
Yeah, it was
blue,
an
and there was
empty
nobody
half of
there.
the venue.
Like I think he might have been memorizing
Oh yeah,
statues.
well
That's the
there's
only
a
thing I
swap,
can think
green
of.
swap happening.
But that's. I should note, as this is like an annoying camper thing, but you never go back to left statues to memorize. You start on left. You should memorize those first, then go to right, and then you waste less time.
Wait, what? Why
You
left
start-
and right?
You start looking at left, therefore it's more efficient to look at left than to look at right.
Oh, as in like the camera starts on left?
Yes.
Ah.
Banana bread, as Irish is picking up the
Alright,
statue.
Banana bread, fingerprints going to go.
This is harsh
Swap,
cheese. But we're dead here.
Irish
right?
not
No?
even getting low lit,
Nah.
so
Oh yeah, statue to statue get killed. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Turnout. That looked super suspicious. Agreed.
Yeah. Turnout didn't realize that they were outside.
but there wasn't a
BB.
need to take the shot that early, right? I mean, it's very understandable. Well, I guess Banana Bread inspects she could be about to do swap, just credit flirt, because you always credit flirt. I don't know. Maybe she bugged. Could have been a rush.
So it's inspect, swap, flood, BB.
And bug, because, I mean, you were not watching that half of the venue,
And
so
maybe a
technically she could have.
Yeah. Right, and the ambassador was around there at some point.
So 7-5.
5
right?
now. We move
Yep.
on to Gallery and then
Game
Terrace.
point once again. Oof. Gallery's not a good map. I'm just throwing it out there.
It's a great map.
It has a
What
lot
are
of
you talking
depth.
It does.
I know.
We were talking about that. We're talking about Aquarium versus Gallery, the two deepest maps in the
Terrace has the ocean right next to you, though.
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty
you're
deep.
not in the ocean.
And
That's
also,
the
by that logic, Modern has a pool, which is pretty much like an ocean, right?
It's just like a kiddie pool.
It's not even like a kiddie pool. It's like a rich person decorative pool. That's what it is.
And yeah, that is good news for Duckett. If he sweeps Gallery, then he gets to finish on Terrace, the Iron Throne.
Now, if I were Spy and I
Yeah.
were up, I would be Smallman. And you all know that.
I mean, like, it's been working for Turnout to just go for the soft tells. It's like, why stop?
Oh, this is one of the weakest maps for go for all the soft tells, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to do 2 statues, and that sucks.
He's doing it again, though. Like, straight for
Oh,
reef.
wow. He was. I don't know how to feel about that.
I think that's that's like so weird that why would a spy do it? I think that's a little fast on the leave afterwards. Yeah, what is Diamond's home venue?
I don't know.
Courtyard.
There is none. Though Diamond has no home.
Hey, Opie.
How's it going?
We're doing good.
If One Track was around, he could give us the statistics.
On what?
Ooh, that time
Which
at-
venue is most popular in
Eesh.
Diamond? Wow, and we're highlight for a split.
Yeah,
And
that's a
now
little
we are not
aggressive.
going to be able to finish the soft tells. My question is, why did we need to get highlight for a split? We had added time. We had a lot of time to do the soft tell finish that we're going for. Without that,
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I mean, just do the soft tells. No need to like go out of your way to do a risky move. You know?
Do we think we will it though?
No.
if you
can't
think you're
count
low
on
at
that.
this point, then you deserve to lose.
Vodar, no. I know why you didn't. No.
Oh
You
my
did not.
God!
I guarantee it.
No, you can do it
What?
right now. Yes,
That was an
There we
awful
go!
bug!
There we.
Wodar, you killed him. You did it. You told him to do it. He listened to you. You killed him. You've killed a man, Wodar.
If he didn't move, if he just done a conversation bug when Seek was in front of him, that would have worked.
Honestly, I agree with that, but like, we were also highlight, so that's still right.
I think an in-convo bug could
Yeah,
have
the highlight
worked,
was
but
rough.
that bug, oh my god, that was painful to watch.
I don't think. I mean, the convo bug would have gotten you killed. in
At
my
a lower
opinion.
percent chance than
Well, I
that
mean-
one, though, at least.
Like we had good cover, but our cover was a low light and we're a highlight, alright? So like
There's no way. There's no way we get away with that bug. We're dead no matter how we do that bug.
Kaylee, you say that as
I
the
mean, we
biggest
were dead
camper in
from the
game.
highlight, I think. That was an unnecessary split there. So Duckett wants to get a spy win here to move on to
I just-
Terrace.
I just think
Purloin
Kaylee, you need
coming.
to realize sometimes
Incoming
people miss
purloin.
bugs that aren't that good.
Green
Oh, they got a green.
into statues. Who's gonna take this? Is Disney
Yeah.
taking it?
Yeah, this will be a test.
No, it's
Ooh,
gonna be taken right
Disney's
here.
taking it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, we
Like,
know.
you have to look
He's
at
not
it.
looking, and
Turnout,
Toby
turnout,
turned
see
around.
it.
Oh no!
Look.
Turnout's not
please,
looking at it.
Please.
There's nothing else to guard. You should be looking at it.
Now
mean,
it's
that's
gone.
now.
I don't know
Nice.
if we should have gone to that pad.
So
but
Double zoom.
yeah, Disney and sick is the thing right now.
but does Turnout know that?
Yeah, but does he know that?
Yeah.
Clearly
You
not.
just highlight Papa Danger, so I think not.
This is really early to be
Yeah,
fair.
Turnout might be
Inspects here.
giving up the. Oh, that's suspicious. If you have any inkling that sick was anywhere near the drinks, you gotta
I don't
really
think
not
he has
like
that
that.
inkling. But the only problem is we went to
He
the
wasn't
painting
watching
pad near
that.
the conversation after the Purloin went, and that could look like we were in conversation, took it and left and gulped, if you weren't paying attention.
So we have no flirt progress yet. That's still good.
No.
Yeah,
it's a rough
But we got
time.
230, so it's okay. Plus, the
done.
chances that a shot is going to be taken here are immense.
I agree, but like, if we want to finish missions, we are not doing,
No, and I wouldn't-
doing good things.
Whoa,
Yes,
what is... Oh, I thought we were going
Ah.
to statues. I don't know how much I would move here. I would wait and see where Kane goes, because you have to get the flirt. Don't bug!
No, Dukit,
Okay,
no.
phew.
It's just.
I was
fingerprint.
sure that Turnout was going to shoot for the bad pathing through the doorway, but no, unfortunately. The Turnout knows about that,
Oh
right?
god, I'm
Kaylee?
getting buffering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
same.
everyone just permanently buffering?
Yeah, frozen.
Oh no, I hope
Oh,
this one
no.
doesn't get DC'd. Okay, it's...
Oh, okay.
It's
okay,
back.
we're
I hope they don't get lag. I would feel really bad for Duckett if he had to redo this one.
Oh.
I
Looks
mean,
like lag.
Kaylee, our league administrator, would Duckett, you don't stop read Duckett.
Yeah, based on what I've seen so far, I think I'd accept the replay game because Duckett's ahead, but I don't
No,
think it's
it's
guaranteed.
not guaranteed enough,
Right.
and that's...
Basically, to keep the laggy game, I have to be convinced
Yeah.
that you were going to win.
With 0% flirt, no. If the flirt was higher...
Oh, game ended
Oh.
prematurely.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks for
Yeah,
Duckett, though,
fair
because
enough.
he did get away with that Purloin. He was in a good position.
Did you just leave spectating?
I thought that you
Welcome
have
back,
to
guys.
leave if they cancel, but they
No,
didn't...
no.
No, only if
No,
they
no, no.
only if they
I
redo the
wasn't
match.
thinking, but don't worry, I'm still here. I'm not missing
Yeah.
anything.
You don't often
Wow, there's a
think,
lot
do
of
you,
people
Dallas?
spectating this.
That was unfortunate for.
I mean, it's
Duckett.
like normal time for PST, right?
I mean, it's midnight now, but...
Well, for you, for me, but like over.
Oh,
on
I thought you said
that West
EST.
Coast, it's
Maybe
like
you said
10
PST.
a.m.
B...
No.
Right.
I said PST.
P and E sounds similar.
Though it's the worst coast.
I feel bad for Duckett.
You have best coast and then worst coast. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, but it happens. You just have to roll on through.
Yeah.
I can tell you that Turnout's probably going to be a lot more aware of
Yeah.
Purloin this time.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no reason why that one would count, so you just have to accept it and move on.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm kind of rooting for Duckett to get the spy win now. If only so we can move on to Terrace. I think Turnout deserves a win here. Just based on the games played so far, he's definitely been just a little more consistent, I think. But I don't know, if Duckett pulls it back, then I guess he deserves it.
I mean, he did that bug. So,
Well, that was Wodar's fault.
Well, yeah, fair enough. You should never listen to Wodar when he tells you to bug.
It was a good time to bug. Especially if we weren't highlight, that was a great time to bug.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I didn't tell them to, run away. To BB split. And that's probably like what got them shot mostly.
Yeah, clearly felt that the highlight for the split was a low light, or else there's no way you
Oh
do
yeah,
that
I guess
bug.
that could be it.
You don't do that bug anyways. But I shoot low
I think
lights
a
for that
low lit
shit.
would have gotten shot for that bug, yeah.
Nah, sniper's not paying attention to the ambassador out front. They're just zoomed in on the back.
Oh, if he's out with only low lights, yeah, I guess so.
If you're ever out in the front with the Amba, the sniper's watching you.
Well, if I have
Just straight
everyone
up.
in front low lit, then I don't watch.
I watch.
See, that was the thought process I had in like the first 2 games casted in the season, and I just got shot for bugging twice. That was sarcasm. Don't actually bug the ambassador out front like that ever. OP is right.
Usually don't. I mean, you can do it as
Just to be
small
clear,
man.
the game has.
No, you
like
can't.
that.
No, you
Yeah,
can't
you
do
can.
it small.
No,
No, you can't. You will die.
I got away with this. What you have to do is you have to be out in the furthest in the outside conversation, furthest away from the sniper,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like hiding yourself behind.
Yeah,
a
you're
person.
pretty visible. It's a high angle. You have to have like really tall characters on the opposite side.
So
Yeah.
my favorite bug on gallery
It works.
is when the ambassador is over at the right window pad over there, all alone, and I just go around to them, bug them, and walk inside. Because the sniper doesn't have to watch the Amba there. They're safe, so they won't be looking. I've gotten shot for it every time.
My favorite gallery bug is sort of a cheeky one, but it's bug Amba while they're at statues using a
Oh, I
horizontal
love
path.
those.
Those are hilarious because some they just work or they don't. You know, like half
Did
the
you see
time
a
you
clip?
just get shot.
I did
The
that
other half
once
the time you're
during
like,
Time
oh,
of
silly.
Chaos in the first 5 seconds of the game. Wrong arm bug as Kane
That's great.
while the Amba was at statue. It was like
Glorious.
the best bug I'll ever do.
Glorious.
Hey, look at this early
Nice.
fingerprint.
That's-
Yeah, getting stuff done.
I'm not sure we were justified in putting it down, but I don't think we were seen putting it down, so that's good news.
No one knows
I mean,
the rules for briefcase.
Is there room
That's
behind
true.
the Amba to
That's
deliver
very
it?
true.
It might have been justified. But you have to walk outside maybe
I
first to
think you
see?
gotta
I don't
do
know.
If there are other AIs going for the briefcase right now, then it was unjustified.
I mean, I think it's okay because Turnout might be watching for an early Purloin again, watching for an early Hardtail since Dukit just did that. So I think Dukit might have gotten away with the print. Maybe undetected. We'll see. I also like going to books here.
Okay, what are we doing here, though?
Andrew Ryan just did a very subtle pathing thing that should have resulted in him
Like,
being
there's
low
so
lit.
many people at shelves. The Amba's outside. I think we were just blending in there, and I don't know if Turnout is going to remember where this book came from.
Yeah, this is
Sure.
a contest.
I mean, we're washing the book outside, right? That's how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, did we get the fingerprint off the book? I wasn't paying attention.
There's no
No, we
fingerprint
got
on
it
the
off the
book.
briefcase.
Okay, in which
Yeah.
case, because I was about to say, if we got the fingerprint off the book, then there's no way Turnout doesn't remember where this book
Ooh,
came
people leaving the front conversation before the banana bread.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
of lowlights. Yep.
1, 2,
Oh,
2, 3,
that is
4
so
more.
unfortunate, though. And they were so far into the doorway that you know they couldn't have split.
Mm-hmm.
from. Can I be
I think
word up for a
that's one or
second?
two less than I think that were available. But that's the thing about really bad banana breads is that you
Is
can't get all
anyone
the
playing
lowlights.
sliding in this right now?
Sliding? I am not.
I don't
It
see
looks
any.
fun.
There's a
Oh,
little bit of sliding.
there's a little bit of
Tiny
sliding,
bit.
yeah.
Books going back. We're not
This
being
is the
shot,
wrong
but
book,
it-
and
Duke gets sweating
I
bullets
know,
though
oh
because
my
the laser's
God.
right on
the
it.
Turnout doesn't seem to be sure.
I mean, like, you have to.
Oh, bug! You got a bug right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. That
well,
would
the
have been
thing
a
is with the
really good
laser on
bug.
Duckett, I think he probably didn't want to take that bug path.
Yeah, that's true.
how does Duckett like continue to play this game though without dying?
I would have just done the bug. Like either you're dead already because you're suspected the microfilm really heavily, or you're not.
Wait, but
And
why
if
are
you're
we
not,
doing
you should do the
statues? We have
bug.
a fingerprint already.
This is
I
weird.
don't
Well,
understand.
We're going to do statues.
I kind of
into
like going to
fingerprint.
statues because then you'll finish with the fingerprint. You'll never go back to statues, and Turnout will be waiting for you to go to statues to shoot.
That's a
Theoretically.
lot of
Ah,
stuff to do in a minute
Yeah.
10 now. But yeah, I get it's the old set up half the mission.
I
don't
mean,
ever
just
finish
go for the
it.
flirt
34%. We need two more
ASAP.
flirt.
I think there's still time to do the flirt and get a fingerprint.
Your ST's outside. Ambo was about to go outside, but actually inside now.
Ooh.
Yeah, severe
Uh-oh.
tick 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 is happening right now.
Dukit
I
won
think we
that
needed
bug,
to
they
just go
didn't
for
take
the
the
flirt
bug. 30
ASAP, and
seconds
we
left.
didn't. Now we're giving up on flirt. We're going for inspects. I think we could just get shot right here.
Oh, we look so
Inspect
suspicious.
swap.
We look so suspicious doing this, I swear to God.
I mean, we're gonna have to,
The
yeah,
lasers on us.
Yeah, there it is.
buffering,
Yeah.
Buffering.
buffering.
No way.
It would be justice if Turnout had to stop a game that he was about
I mean,
to
I
win.
think you would rule this in Turnout's favor if it ended right there. But oh,
Oh,
the shot's
What's
not.
going on?
Okay, it is happening.
What?
There it goes.
Okay.
Turnout
Okay.
wins.
Turnout wins
wins.
8-6, but that was very close. Without that DC,
That's a thing that happened. That
whew.
well.
existed. That is a game that happened in this world.
Dang. Now Turnout definitely finished higher in TOP than I did.
Good.
Yep,
Sad
because
times.
even if you win, you can't place higher now. Just
Even though we,
Wow.
Yeah,
don't-
you know we're gonna
don't
have the same
crush a
record.
man's spirit like that.
yeah,
yeah, Wodar.
we have the exact same record, but because
We
I
were suppo-
I lost
we were
first.
supposed to defend gold, Wodar.
Yeah, I was.
Defending gold is hard. You need to win 3
It
in a
didn't
row to
happen.
stay in gold.
Yeah. I mean, like, but Lazy Bear would have done it. I bet.